Man, it's a good time to be alive if you're a co-op gamer like I am. What's up, y'all? It's John Masterly here, and today we're going to check out the Diablo 4 gameplay trailer, which dropped along with the cinematic trailer at BlizzCon. So it's been a good 7-some years now since I played a Diablo game. I definitely played through a lot of Diablo 3, finished it multiple times, came back when, they overhauled the auction house because it was an utter mess. And after that, just kind of fizzled out. Never culminated any sort of, sensation that I really felt like I got something out of the game. You know what I'm saying? I was just hooked on the grind. I was hooked on getting better loot every single time. There was always something just missing for me in the actual gameplay itself. And I think it's because it was really flashy as a game, but something about the mystery, the atmosphere, the storyline just never grabbed me. And for a game that is all just about loot collecting and beating enemies up in a very simplified gameplay, you really have to bank on the story and the visuals and all those sort of things to keep you hooked in. Otherwise, it just feels like a grind. And I think that's what happened for me. Lo and behold, Diablo 4 is announced here. Don't get your hopes up in playing this anytime soon because it sounds like it's not coming out for a hell of a long time at this point. But they do have a trailer for the gameplay, so enough of this game must be done at this point where they're able to show you how it's going to come together. Now, the cinematic was, of course, amazing. Blizzard just makes the best cinematics. But this one in particular, you got to see a reaction to it. Both Lulu and I just checked it out, and first time I ever seen her scream out loud to a video game trailer. Yes, it's that creepy. The atmosphere, they nailed it. Just, everything about it. And so I think with that sort of expectation now set that high, I'm really hoping that carries through the gameplay. You curious like I am? All right, well, let's check it out then. And away we go. Looks like a cinematic again.
The dream continues to haunt me, old friend. It always starts with a journey to a distant land.
God, that guy's voice is great. I wonder who plays him.
There I find a city in flames.
All right, this looks like gameplay
choked
trailer
with
right now.
corpses. Unthinkable destruction.
Ooh,
Senseless
that looks
slaughter.
intense.
Brother against brother. Pure hatred. And then executions. Agony. Suffering surrounded me until my turn comes.
Say what you will about all the fancy lighting techniques. Man, when you pull off lighting well like this, the atmosphere is multiplied in terms of its, intensity.
They burn my eyes, break my bones. Agony, suffering surrounded me until my turn comes. They burn my eyes, break my bones. I awaken in terror. There's no one left to stand against them.
Ooh, this looks like a character selection screen. Oh, that was awesome. We got the druid. That dude is hefty. Whoa, I love what they did the druid here. It doesn't come across like some wimpy character. That was cool. Way you dismount that horse. Whoa. Love the effects. The visual effects of the spells are just stunning.
You think me mad, old friend, but I
You think
know
me
these
mad?
They tell of the future. Hell is coming, brother. Hell is coming.
Ooh, that does look good. It looks actually really, really good. It's funny because, with games like this, which is an isometric, it's a distant camera, right? And you're able to see not just the whole character run around the screen, but you have to be able to see enough of the landscape so that when you run around, it doesn't feel like, you got a distance vision that is just literally 2 feet in front of you. So everything feels ultimately really, really small. And because of that, I think it is part of the reason why I felt like you're not able to connect with the characters as compared to if you were playing like a third-person player type of game or even a first-person player type of game. It pulls you out a little bit too much. So you really have to compensate by having some absolutely amazing visuals of the world and of the animations, all these kind of things that bring the world alive around you. And oh boy, they deliver that in spades here. I had to go back and watch Diablo 3 again just to kind of compare, because I kind of remember when I was watching the Diablo 3 trailer and playing it that the visuals were already quite amazing. They were not just, I would consider, ahead of its time. It was just flat out really impressive. It was just a visual style that worked really, really well. But this looks like it could push your PC in terms of the visual specs that you need if you really want to be able to appreciate all the stunning special effects elements here. Now that being said, again, this feels just like all the other gameplay trailers that Blizzard has released during this BlizzCon. There isn't much here that gives you details about what's going on, like the features, the specific mechanics. I'm sure they're going to save that for another time, or you're going to have all that kind of release over the next 2 days as journalists and game players who are at the BlizzCon show are able to get their hands on the game and reveal more about all these different kind of mechanics. Like, I want to see what the leveling up system is like. I'm hoping that they fix a lot of the weapons upgrade system, the auction house system, if they're going to bring that back for Diablo 4. I found, honestly, that to be a bit of a cumbersome mechanic that eventually just pulled me out of the game. So it'll be interesting to see how they make this more of a complex game with layers and layers of depth while making it fully accessible. Because I think that's the key with Diablo compared to so many other games, is that it is instantly accessible. And when I did this reaction with my wife Lulu, she loves playing these kind of games because it's easy enough for her to get into without feeling like she's lost in terms of the mechanics and the combo system and just trying to follow along. Like, you can play as a noob and still get very far, enjoy the game. While if there are layers of this complexity that you can eventually get into, whether it's the leveling up system, whether the way you customize your character, perhaps even some combo elements, that actually lets then more skilled players, someone like myself, to also get into as well. And then we can play together. And that's the trick here. As a game designer, that's really, really hard to do. But if you do it well, you're able to get people to play who are of very different skills, very different capabilities, and have a great time still. This would definitely be the kind of game that I want to be able to play with my casual gaming friends. I'm not saying like they're filthy casuals where all they do is play match 3 mobile games. I'm just saying, as you get older, you don't play as many games of the hardcore stuff, because what you don't want to do is lose your life, to an 80-hour game and wake up the next day and find out that your wife and kids have left you. So that's where I'm at right now. I just want to be able to get into a game without having to worry that I got to commit my life to actually be able to enjoy it. Oh, fantastic job. Definitely a lot creepier than it was before, and I'm really thankful for that because it creates a very distinct atmosphere that I feel like is missing right now in the gaming industry. Diablo is going to be able to hit a really great niche. At this point, it's a question of when's it going to come out. I get a feeling we're going to see a gameplay trailer again next year. It won't be out till, at least probably next holiday season. All right, let me know what you all think. If you're looking forward to this, and did I miss anything in this trailer as well? Because it went by really fast. If you picked on some interesting mechanics, let me know. Please share it. We'd love to hear from you. All right, man. Peace out.